I was muted. Hey guys, welcome to the after show. I wonder if I'm muted, is the music also muted? Damn it, I might not have been playing the music. Ooh, that might be a problem. Wow, what an exhausting day. Absolutely exhausting day. But it is. Oh, there was no music. Fuck. I think it's because I muted myself. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, sorry about that. I thought you could hear it. Yeah, yeah. It's a tough gig that they're talking about watches. Turns out to be hard, guys. Very, very hard. I dropped the link if anybody wants or can hop on the show. Hop on the show. Let's talk about whatever you guys want, the watches or etc. And then we're gonna take a look at some interesting stuff. Basil Bezos, is Paul Thorpe coming back for the after show? Well, I think he's fast asleep by now. It's man, it is like 3 o'clock at night in London, so no chance, no chance. Got Pavel, rugs on rugs. By the way, Lolix is nowhere to be seen, so I don't know if he even wants to do a birthday. Doesn't look like. If he doesn't show up, then we're not doing the birthday Lolix. I mean, I did that before. I did a birthday stream for Lolix before, and man, the can of worms that it opened up, it was bad. Fat went back. Ben, massive suit. I think the suit looked massive on him because he's just really, really skinny guy. He didn't even finish his steak brand, Jamie Crapulence. I heard that they're starting a new channel there or something. James the Advisor, was it good with Thorpe? I missed it. Ooh, it's a must. It's a must-watch channel there. Sparkles, that was a huge. Ooh, hey, Sparkles. The whole thing is complicated. Andy Bin's Tim will probably delete that stream as he never looked good. I mean, I probably should delete all of my streams. It's a hard job. John C. Blondie, come back. You can steal all the leads. Yeah. Zeppy sounds okay. Thank you. Let's see here. Zeke, welcome to the show. Blondie, I mean, I don't control Blondie. I dropped the link. If she's hopping on, that would be really nice. But oh my god. Humble Pine, fucking legend, $100 super chat. Sorry to make you start late. Have a great show, Tim. By the way, I also am short, so hope the community won't hate me. No, Humble Pine, you're not short. I don't know what you're talking about. Man, Humble Pine is a good-looking fighter. And I can't wait to get some drinks with this guy. Soju, let me get a drink for Humble Pine, guys. A little bit of soju for Humble Pine. Actually, this is kind of what started the whole a bit of a me and Nico, a bit of a fight. A bit of a fight there. I got into a bit of a trouble there with Nico because I had a bit too much of the soju. Mm. Cheers, Humble Pine. What a legend. Damn. Damn. And we got Big Meech. Big Meech, hop on the show. Let's talk some watches. I saw a beautiful picture of Meech feeding a goat. That was amazing. It's hard, but man, I lost so much money in Vegas. I lost so much money in Vegas. It was so counterproductive, but at least I survived it. At least I'm back alive. And yeah, and we're back in business, guys. John C. Humble Pine, you're a scholar and a gentleman. John C. He is. He is a fucking legend. Some people say, you know, who is my biggest supporters are. I gotta tell you, Humble Pine is one of the biggest supporters I've had. He's kept me afloat for quite some time. Kept me afloat. Wouldn't be able to keep doing these streams without his support. Really, really cool guy. And yeah, can't wait, guys. Let's you know what? Let's take a look at some Grand Seikos because it doesn't look like anyone is coming on. Lolix is away. The whole community is probably busy with the war plan. There's apparently, evidently, there is there's going to be a war, and I didn't realize it. But the green room and the whole bunch of guys that they're discussing the plans. So we're gonna talk somewhat. I'm accused of just being stirring up the drama. So I want to talk some watches, guys. Okay, how about that? Is that cool? Is that cool? Envy Scotsman, hey Tim, what's the latest with Sirocco? Why isn't he around? I mean, the guy was on the concrete boat. Wasn't these things are not meant to last forever. Patricia, can't believe you are drinking. Betty Ford time after last week. Love the Seikos. I had to get a drink for Humble Pine. Humble Pine, this is his favorite drink. Favorite drink, the soju. Try it out, guys, if you want to start some interesting drama that they're in your life. The new Grand Seikos. What do we think? What do we think? They look pretty good, I gotta say. If they fix the bracelets, then it's gonna be incredible. Got bright link. You are indeed lucky to make it back from Vegas. A friend of mine went once and didn't return for 6 years. Jesus. And that place, you can really get lost between the plastic walls and the fake ceiling. Fireman, no one is on because you're canceled, Timmy. I was canceled. Oh, I was canceled. I was canceled. That's so sad. Groundhog Day. So we're building from the beginning. It's all cool. It's all cool. I got some amazing supporters like Humble Pine. We'll rebuild. We'll rebuild. I'm not giving up. You know me. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter and not a whinger. We go. Groundhog. He was on this week, I think. And Green Room. Sirocco bails, constantly bailing out of responsibility. Damn. Sparkles, thank you for reminding everyone to upvote. I would really appreciate it. Then we got Nimby Scotsman. Tim Polthorpe is seeking respect because he has had led a life of disrespect. Look, I mean, I don't mind being disrespected. I have left. Me too. I live a life. I live a life of disrespect. It's a tough gig there. You know what I mean? Respect is a hard thing. Everyone interprets respect differently. Um, like I wouldn't mind. Like I don't see how comment section, like a chat section, has anything to do with respect. It's I respect the man, not what his viewers think of me. It's just that's all. Zeppy, show off my new Grand Seiko Birch Timmy. Oh, let's take at the Birch, but Humble Pine, another $50. Have a good show. Always will be Tim, roommate Archie and Beat and Bear and Lord too. Gotta go to bed. Humble Pine, you get plenty of sleep. I'm picking up roommate tomorrow in actually exactly 12 hours. In 12 hours, I will be picking up the roommate from the airport. Maybe I'll even live stream it. I don't know if this is something that you guys will be interested in. Maybe I'll get her flowers. I don't know. But I really, really, really miss the roommate. She's such a huge part of the community that it actually changed. Everybody calls their wives now roommate. That's everyone. Literally everyone tells me, "Oh, I gotta go do something with the roommate." It's a hard thing there, Timmy. Let's see this one. Grand Seiko. SLGH005. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh, is that? Oh, that's the new one. Damn. Here we go. Oh, that's the high beat. Damn, you're a baller, Zappy. Cause that's the high beat automatic one. Fuck me, dad. Pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, and we'll take a look at this one as well. Grand Seiko SBGW235 is a great classic. By the way, Humble Pine is a huge Grand Seiko enthusiast. SSB S SB GW235. Humble Pine got quite a few Grand Seikos. Really nice stuff. Let's see here. Images. Wait, ooh, 35. Interesting. There's one on Hodinky. Love it. That is a pretty cool Grand Seiko. It's a great alternative to a standard boring dress watch. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Usually, it's very hard to get these rice bead bracelets. Very clean. This is what I love Grand Seiko's about. Nice texture, very clean dial, simple, easy to read. Brown G-Force, $5 super chat. Thanks for the Vegas entertainment, Timbo. Hey, Brown G, uh, no problem, and thank you for your support. Some people probably, it is a different. It was a completely different type of show from what I normally do. So, I mean, I thought of it as it's great to break things up. So yeah, but some people said, "Oh, that was uncalled for." It is what it is. James the advisor, Carson Corner always says, "Do what you say, then do." Then says, "I'll be there for dinner," and then doesn't show up. What the fuck? Hey, OC.
Good evening, Tim. Good
Yeah,
evening, everyone. What is up?
yeah. I think you joined the stream at like the worst time. What?
You want me to go?
No, no, no. It's all good. Grand Seikos. Check this out. The Grand.
Is the worst time because we're looking at Grand Seiko?
Yeah, the Grand Seikos. The Grand Seikos. And also you're a bit of a simp for Cars and Chrono. A bit of a simp. Simp. What can I tell you? It's the truth.
True.
That's the word on the street. You're simping.
I'll
Yeah,
take that.
yeah, yeah.
I'll take that. I'm Team Cars. I know where the leads are.
Bright blue comet. Funniest moment tonight was Cam convinced Paul Thorpe that Paul's videos are played inside ADs throughout the Atlanta area.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, look, Cam is really good at selling himself. He wants to be a dealer, right? Wants to be a dealer wheeler. So he had to say something that would convince Paul Thorpe to bring him on the show. So and Cam is looking to upgrade. He's looking for a bigger audience. He's done with me. There's no leads here. The leads are weak. Uh, OC. The leads on my show are weak. You know, it's a tough gig that
It's
there.
a Friday. It's a Friday night. People are out and having dinner and
Oh yeah, it is Friday night. Yeah.
out with friends. So maybe a
Yeah.
little light tonight.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I look. I don't mind. Even look if you need to take a break, you can go take a break. I could do this thing on my own. I think it's everyone's a little bit afraid of what happened earlier today. But I gotta
I
tell you
don't.
guys,
I
got
think
nothing to
you're reading into it. No one's
no,
afraid. No.
maybe not, maybe not. It's all cool there, I'm just
Maybe
glad
we
to be
should
talking.
maybe we should invite some other people from the community to hop on. Should we invite Watch
Oh yeah,
Nicholas
you know
to
what it
join the
is?
stream?
Oh yeah, we got Daniel Katz. There we go. Perfect. Actually, I forgot to put the link that I'm doing a show in the WhatsApp group. Link for Daniel Katz. Uh, hop on Daniel. Always nice to see Daniel. He's a very, very cool guy. That there. Let's get that Daniel guy on. Here we go. No fear, just in PJs. Pocket. Oh, Pocket is watching. Pocket is a great guy. Love Pocket. Tom A says, got given $150 in 8 minutes. The leads are weak. LOL. Look, I mean, Humble Pine is more of a friend, not a lead. Um, so it's his money doesn't really count. Hello, Daniel.
Hi,
How are you doing, man?
not too bad.
Not too bad.
Are you recovering from the stand-up material I sent you?
Haven't seen that. Haven't seen the material
No,
yet.
that's okay. That's okay.
Let's just put
It's a
this
work
guy
in
on
process,
timeout.
anyways.
No spamming, guys. Come on. No spam.
Oh wow, this is an honor. I think it's the first time I've been with Mr. Bernhardt.
Mr.
What's up there, Daniel? How
Captain
you doing?
Hi,
America.
hi, hi.
Dude, your camera setup keeps getting better and better. I mean,
What did I
what is
miss?
this?
I haven't zoomed in.
Jeez.
My camera was messing up, so I was a little bit
Oh,
delayed.
okay. Zoom it in.
I'll try to make it more normal.
Very good. You got really good haircut that there.
Yeah, I got
Cool.
it all lined up for Lolex's birthday.
Oh yeah, where is Lolex? Where is that guy, by the way? You know? I mean, if the guy's not here, the last time I did a birthday for him, he wasn't there. Now he's not here.
He's one of those
Guy
guys
put
that shows up late to his own party.
zero effort. Zero effort
He was in
into this thing.
meetings. Maybe he was in meetings.
He was in bed just now. He was in bed.
So I apologize for hiding behind a rock for earlier.
Ooh, no, it's okay. It's okay. It was a scary situation there. I wouldn't blame anyone.
OC was a warrior, like a
Mhm.
diplomatic warrior.
Are you a lawyer or something? People
A
wonder because you're
diplomatic
so
warrior.
good at
Yeah,
arguing.
yeah. Well, I don't know. It was arguing. It was just being a negotiator in a way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I won't answer that.
Ooh, he won't answer that. Very
Whenever
good.
they
I'll
say I cannot
I,
confirm or
I'll
deny,
plead the fifth. I'll plead the fifth.
Please, there's certain things that we're not supposed to know about
That's okay.
OC.
That's okay.
It's very interesting. A very interesting situation
A
there.
contributor to society, anyways. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
the question. Okay. So.
What
But
is this Evolution 9? Oh yeah, that's the new one. This one right here.
but thank you for the kind words, Daniel.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
welcome.
uh, good opportunity struck.
Hmm.
Mm,
So
yeah.
Oh, maybe he's like an ambassador for a country or something. I don't know. He's just very diplomat. He's a diplomat. Pavel, $5 super chat. We could have used Daniel Katz's pillow unboxing during the earlier show.
Oh, that's right.
Burn.
A long time ago. So.
It was good. That was good unboxing. By the way, I still did not get the money from those pillow cells. I don't know
Oh,
what's taking so long. Yeah.
wow. That's a bummer. I still have the pillow. I, I
Oh
don't
yeah.
feel bad, Tim. I use the pillow sometimes for as a kind of bolster for my yoga moves. It's been really good also for that.
hmm That's that's pretty cool. That those pillows are the best. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Also, what the hell is this? The original PP? I think original C got his
I
own
have
troll.
I don't know what that is.
after tonight, I have my own either super fan or super troll.
Well, he's from Canada.
Wow.
He's from
the
Canada.
cartel's on to you.
The cartel. Man, it's just you know what? It's
Okay.
funny to say the cartel. There's
What
something it
is
feels good.
what is the cartel? Are you talking about Roman Sharf and a bunch of the other big distributors, or what is the
I'm
cartel?
just no, I'm just saying the word the cartel is just funny
Okay.
to say. It feels good
It
saying the
it is fun.
cartel.
It's funny to say, and I'm surprised Paul Thorpe took such offense to it. I mean, it's just a nickname, and we come from a hobby where we call watches Batgirls and Pepsis.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so cartel is just simply a nickname to summarize the little group of Spencer and Paul and
So, to
Nico
be
and the
fair,
Roman or
right,
whatever.
the definition of a cartel, right?
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
group of independent market participants who collude with each other in order to improve their profits and dominate the market. That's all a cartel means. So it's not like the gray mark. Oh wait, what? Oh shoot.
Oh, wait a minute. It's almost like what, but is
Wait.
there evidence they're colluding with each other? There's no evidence.
Yeah, but
It's just
Bernhardt,
a
I was
nickname.
referring to this drama, this Young and the Restless
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
What whatever.
Mhm.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Messaging Matter says cartel is opposite of the community. The
Uh,
definition of cartel was spot on. Jeez. This perhaps impol impolitic impolitic, but
It's
I
a
do think
combination of
Paul Page, no
impolitical, not
offense.
political, and impolite, both in one word.
Ah, okay, gotcha, guys. No offense, but non-U.S. sensibility, no offense, partly explains his understanding of the situation.
oh,
Yeah.
I would say no because I'm around that age. So
but I do think that his age though, and also cultural background, I don't think that he understands like the intention of trolling
Hmm.
as
No,
well as
time and time again, he's
I
proved
see what you're
he's
saying.
proved that he doesn't understand it
Well,
because
tr-
he
he
gives
just
he gives
and
he
he gives too
inflames
much
them.
weight to he thinks that it's like some of it's like in bad taste or that they're like
mm,
offenses, and it's like that's not I think what like a lot of trolling is online.
No, and time again, he's chosen the path of inflaming the trolls and
Hmm.
emboldening them and promoting them. So it's a fundamental misunderstanding of uh, how to negate the effectiveness of a troll. At every turn he's amplified them and made them bigger,
Mm.
I,
including his biggest nemesis, Watch Nicholas, who he made a superstar.
and
George
we're talking about it.
Wargies, guys. George Wargies, $5. Something to cheer you up. Have a great show. I'm still here, however, in Bali for a little R&R. George, thank you so much for your support. See, these are the
Dang.
supporters
Where is
that we
Bali?
like, really like. That's my
Now,
sponsors.
now, as we're doing this explanation, of course,
Hmm.
we all have great reverence for uh, Paul. It just we're just trying to see what happened here. That's
No,
all.
of course we do.
Yeah,
No, in
I
case
like
he's
Paul.
listening in,
Wait,
I
which
know
Paul?
I'm
Which
just
Paul are you talking about here?
so. Pardon me,
Which
Paul
wait, which
Thorpe.
Paul are we talking? Okay.
Paul Thorpe, because he just like I'm just following through, Bernhardt. If I mispronounced your name, sorry. Um, yeah, I'm following through that. Maybe it's because of the way of life he's used to, and then he comes right into the social media. It's done rather well for himself,
Hmm.
but he's used to um, a certain way of right and wrong, and there's a kind of a crazy jungle aspect to YouTube and the social media that one should take too seriously.
Well, but
Forbin says, Tim, why does Lord appear to dislike you? First of all, I think Lord just hates everyone and just biding his time. But I think uh, he just he just seems like he's got a knife under the table all the time. He's just like waiting to. Anyway, what's it called? Why he doesn't like me? I think it's because Oshin said something to him that like really triggered him, and I think he said like he said the same thing like Paul. You have to ban this guy or and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, not banning anyone. Just calm down, man. Just don't be so. Yeah, he was really triggered by Oshin.
Oh, the inclusiveness thing. I'm Jewish myself. It could have been
Yeah,
the versus exclusivity. He got into
yeah.
that religious thing. It's a touchy.
It's very
Who
touchy.
knows?
It's
Yeah,
very touchy, but
yeah.
it's like, it's oh man, but he was a dick to Oshin as well. They're both assholes, let's be honest. Come on.
And just to take the more diplomatic stance, you know that
Yeah, come
Lord
on.
Lord has been a huge supporter of yours and very appreciative
Yes.
of all of the
I
help that
love
you've
Lord.
given
I
him.
love
So
Lord and I
there you
love
go.
Oshin. I can't choose between the two friends. Sure, they have disagreements. I like both. I
Yeah.
like both. I think just I think right now Lord needs some time off to cooled down. He's definitely was a little bit hurt. I love Lord. Lord, come back.
Yeah,
Uh,
you were almost going to stay at his place. He was going to pick
I
you up at the
was, and
airport.
then he said no more. It's weird. Humble Pine, $20 super chat. You fucking go to sleep, man. He said he's going to sleep. Super chat if you can, but if can't, please upvote. And now I am out and gonna collapse because, well, you know why? The soju. It's all the soju. It's the soju, guys. Thank you.
We have a
Humble
legend joining
Pine.
us with a super chat.
The Timepiece Gentleman. Wow.
Oh, but it comes from Canada.
Yeah,
Well,
he moved to
he said
Canada
he's
since.
setting up shop there. He's setting up shop there.
Yes.
It's an
Los
international
Angeles was
cartel.
tough.
This
Los
point's an
Angeles was
international cartel.
hard.
Yeah. The
You
Timepiece
don't
Gentleman,
understand
$2.79
my
super chat. You
vision.
don't understand my vision. That's the vision. He's got the plan. Yeah, I think Timepiece Gentleman was very misunderstood. Very misunderstood. He
Well, you
was,
sucked his dick. I mean, so
yes. Look,
according to
it is
Nico.
much easier. I don't know why he ever stopped doing what he was doing. Because it's much easier. It's much easier to make a living and probably more satisfying doing the dick sucking than and the massages than doing this YouTube thing, because this really drains you, and not because
Yeah,
someone is.
but you know,
Yeah,
Draining.
I
if
like
you,
that
Very
pun.
draining.
It's a good
yeah,
pun
it's a
there.
lot of innuendos there. I'm sorry.
you
Yeah,
know,
it's
in this gray market that he was venturing into, and he
yeah.
seemed like he was doing okay for a while.
Hmm,
Anthony and the other chap,
hmm.
Marco, was it?
Well, I think look, Anthony created the whole wristwatch. What's it called? What would you call it? Wristwatch.
Day in the life,
Day in the
social
life
media.
of a
Oh yeah, that's right.
wristwatch dealer. The whole he like even like right roam the gray market. These shows about gray market dealers, right?
Yeah,
It's not even day in the life. It's more like because they dramatized it as well. It's almost like what's it called? You know what was the Kardashians? What is that?
Yeah, it's like
Reality TV.
like yeah.
Reality TV. Yeah,
oh God, that's what he
yeah.
did me for. Okay,
Wristwatch reality TV.
all right. And I hate reality TV in
Yeah,
general.
and that's what he created.
Ugh, well, I I kind of like the guy. I just don't agree with a lot of stuff he did.
Hmm.
Yeah.
George says, Tim, as for Watch Nicholas, he's pure scum. By the way, I think Watch Nicholas, from my understanding, I heard someone telling me that someone told me that Watch Nicholas was basically banned from the Timepiece Gentleman's like Reddit,
Oh,
and that's kind of what triggered him.
Started it.
Yeah, yeah, like because he
like
was
a year
mistreated.
ago,
He's
something
like a
like that,
really upset fan or something.
from a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was,
I have no
whenever.
idea. This is just
Yeah.
something someone sent me, but I have no proof, no evidence. It's just something someone's told me in passing. Because, like, if you think about it, why would anyone be so obsessed about Anthony? Like, he would have to have done something to him, and I think that kind of explains it. Maybe he just felt betrayed. Like he was in this Reddit group, and then he was banned, and he lashed out like back at him. He put everything out there. If Watch Nicholas was a man, he would show his face.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
actually,
I,
even
I
if
don't know if I
he
agree with
doesn't want
that.
to show his face, if he wants to hop on the stream and explain himself,
I
You
haven't
know,
watched all of his stuff, but I mean, he gets like threats. And anytime you're going after the cartel, as we like to say, right? I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I've seen a
which is
couple
a term that
things.
we didn't coin, by the way. This was a term
It's
I
that
it's
didn't
funny
know
though,
about
but
it
it is
until
funny.
Red Shovel told me about
It's
it.
kind of funny. But
And it's kind of funny. It's also like you know like word fuck. It just feels good to say it. There's
okay.
something about that.
but he was exposing. I mean, here's the thing: Anthony was not being truthful with a lot of his marketing. Like
Mm.
he was deceiving people, right? He pulled his whole stunt, the whole ghosting, like, oh, we're gonna delete everything. Some people still
Yeah.
suspect that some of the news reports that leaked
But
the
look,
stories were actually like marketing. Like this is like some no-name website that this article's written that companies will you know what I mean? We'll on the
Mhm.
backside, like, oh, we're gonna create this media buzz, and then afterwards he's like, oh, I don't owe my social media following anything. Like, it's
You
free
know,
content. And
you know
so
what,
Marsh
Bernhard,
Nicholas just started
I
exposing
think
his lies.
I think it's the tip of the iceberg here. I think there was something else going on.
Oh,
No,
Also,
no, no,
probably.
no.
you
No, no,
know,
no, 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 no. Here's no, no. It's not that. It's basically, I think it's this way. Um, Basically, he created the content that could really easily be uh criticized. Okay? Because here's the thing. This is what you have guys have to understand. For
Wait,
example,
you saying Watch Nicholas did this? You're saying TPG did this?
TPG created content that you can very easily criticize. You can, because you can criticize anything, any book, movie, anything can be criticized, right? And there could be, like, the more legitimate criticism for the audience you can create, the more powerful the criticism is. But basically, there's someone who doesn't like I don't know, maybe let's say Avengers, it was a good movie or something. I don't remember. Let's just say, right? Most people liked it, but there's 10% I think that didn't like it. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm just giving you an example, right? And the
Yeah,
10
yeah.
people, right? So, but here's the thing. Here is where the thing is. The audience for the watches community is very small. So if you make a criticism, almost everyone in this audience will hear the criticism. Unlike, there's people who make criticism of the Kardashians, but the audience for that stuff is just so massive. It's all about the proportion, right? It's the proportion of criticism versus the content.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to criticize what he did. And he created this stuff. It became very easy to criticize, and that criticism could reach basically the entire audience very quickly.
Yeah, but I think that with the way that TPG was marketing it, I don't think he was marketing it to the watch community. I think he was marketing it to like
For mass
13 to
market.
17-year-olds that like, oh, flashy cars and
Flex
tattoos and look
culture.
at this lifestyle, the flex culture. It's like it wasn't, and so then members of the watch community saw right
Yeah.
through it and was like, look at this clown.
No,
Like
but look,
he doesn't
even
even know
even all the
watches
stuff
that
that he
much.
did, like everything that was allegedly exposed about him, I think, like, it wasn't the fact that this stuff was exposed. Like, that stuff, it was nothing. What it
It
did,
showed
but
him to
it
be
was
dishonest
nothing.
though.
It wasn't nothing to him. Obviously he was extremely, like, ashamed of it, I think, right? So it
Yeah.
affected him mentally, and that's the thing, right? If he never read that stuff, he wouldn't have basically imploded
Well,
there at
it
the end.
damaged it damages his ability to get
To make
sponsors, right? So
content,
if
to
he
make
if he's and I don't know
no,
that
I
he's
don't
running a
think it
Ponzi
has.
scheme or not, right? But if he's like, oh, I want to get people, I mean, he's openly like, oh, send me money because I want to
I
build
think
this out and blah blah blah. I need these
if he
investors.
disregarded the criticism, then nothing would have came over it.
Well,
If he
he
just
he
disregarded.
he. I did see one of his reaction videos where he was saying like, I lost sponsors because of these allegations.
But he lost sponsors because he was talking about this Nicholas guy. He was obviously telling people, and, like, because everyone found out soon, like, it just spread like wildfire or something.
So I haven't checked the papers, but one of the big ones was Watch Nicholas showed like he was showing court documents of Anthony's
Yeah, who
cases
cares?
as
Yeah,
but
who
it's
cares? Who
but if
cares?
Anthony's painting a picture of I'm this reformed drug user who's gone clean now and he's popping hot in his probation and violating his probation, that shows like that's not someone that you buy
Yeah, but
want to sell
why
watches
is
to.
he
It's
doing
not
that?
someone
See,
that I
here's
would
the thing.
trust to
When
do
did he start
consignment.
doing that? After Watch Nicholas or before? And I think the Watch Nicholas stuff was giving him so much stress that it actually made him go back and do that.
4 days
Because that's
before
very recent,
four
I
days
right?
before he was
And
going to
that's what I
graduate
think. That's
from
what I mean. Because
his program.
because TPG, he has been, the Nicholas has been making stuff for 6 months, and it just kind of
So
built
what?
up and just overwhelmed him.
So you're talking about just 4 days before he was to graduate from his probation.
Pavel 5, yeah, exactly.
I
Because
don't
it's
Yeah,
just
know.
it's just now it's everything. This is when he doxed the guy, everything,
yeah,
It's when
yeah.
everything came to the the explosion that happened. Pavel, $5. Imagine if used car dealers got this much attention. I
You
mean,
know,
it's with
People
the
go after
YouTube,
used
right?
cars dealers all the time, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
like people put them on blast for for
Well,
shady stuff.
are you guys? I just trying to use an analogy. I may be wrong, but if
Is it
there
is
was
it is
a
it
second life,
related to the Avengers?
I've seen the
Humble
Avengers.
Pine,
Okay.
$10 super chat. Why am I still here
'Cause
listening?
it's such
Seriously,
good
going to
content.
bed.
Such
You be you, Tim, and glad to see you. Burning Heart, Captain America. We love Burning Heart.
cheers, Humble Pine.
Okay, you guys can laugh at this analogy. I'm just
Okay.
going to give it a go. Are you guys are familiar with Jerry Seinfeld's little show that he started off very small on his own funds called
Comedians in
Cars
cars getting coffee. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
he's a multi-million. He's worth 80 something million. Okay,
Yeah.
put that aside. He started this thing just for fun. He loves cars. But even then, he's arranged, for, if I understand right, with whoever has his cars, it could be a dealership or whatever, borrows the car to pick up the guy, and something's arranged. It's like a set. Everything is rented out. Everything's just borrowed for the shoot. And then to give it back. And that's what maybe TBG should have done. And maybe if he has a second life, that's what he'll do. Get the cars if he wants, but be up front. Say something about the car. Get permission from Jerry Seinfeld. He's sort of emulating what he's doing, and just do that. And
Look, I
and
think he was
everything
more
else is borrowed.
inspired, Daniel. I think he was a little bit more inspired by, dude. There's like Amazon. There's TikTok. I think he saw this shit on
Yes.
TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
people on TikTok basically live streaming, like their job, like making burritos. They'll be at the guy who will be working at Taco Bell, and
I'm
he just puts
familiar.
on the TikTok as
Yeah.
he's working making the tacos,
Okay.
and he's getting more money from the
Okay.
TikTok because people sending him super chats. Then he actually makes it that job.
It's funny. It's funny
Yeah.
that you mentioned TikTok because you know that he
How
Anthony
he got
would
his
have been a
start.
complete unknown if it weren't for TikTok.
Yep.
It was TikTok that gave him his big break.
In a
Oh,
nice
when
car. In
yeah.
a nice flashy car.
Oh.
he had an Audi with Timepiece Gentleman logo on it,
Yeah.
and he got stuck in one of those TikTok videos with the guy who asks, "What do you do for a living?"
To the guys with nice
And
cars. Yeah.
and he said, "Oh, I'm a watch dealer," and then he took advantage of that TikTok video to give the guy a Rolex so he could get a second appearance on a
Wow.
second tick. So he was very savvy very early on about I want to be a social media star.
Power of
this,
social media.
and this luckily fell into his lap, and then he ran with it.
Interesting.
It was
But
fascinating.
it could have been tweaked, OC, just in the direction I'm talking about, though.
What's fascinating about what he did with his shows is he played to the people who wanted to see the flashy cars and the dinners and the trips
Right.
and all that. But the other part that he did that was more controversial, which actually should have made him a target of the gray market, was he was exposing the business side of the flippers coming in who just bought their Rolexes from the AD and selling them. And because he was and he ran his business so poorly, and he
Yeah.
exposed every poor decision that he made business wise. The fact that these inventory was tracked in a spreadsheet that they couldn't update, that watches would be shipped in and they wouldn't know who they were from or
Yeah.
what they,
I mean, yeah.
Everything about the business was run totally poorly. So they were working on razor thin margins. So you'd see them actually selling watches for $500 or $1,000 profit, which actually
hold on.
gave
Correction. Thanks, Zeppy. I didn't know.
which gave a huge black eye to the entire industry. It put pressure on all secondary resellers to offer more for watches because of Anthony offering more to get watches because he wasn't very skilled at negotiating.
Johnny
which is
Depp,
the opposite of great.
$2.79. Great panel.
Hey,
Thank you,
hey,
Johnny.
good luck on your trial, buddy. We're all in your corner.
By the way, I haven't seen a single second of that trial.
Oh,
Dude.
that woman is
Dude,
a piece of cake.
Has I'll ask you this, Tim. Has your roommate ever dropped a deuce on your side of the bed just out of spite?
Not yet.
His wife, literally.
But after, if that's true, I'm worried that if she sees, she will be inspired by.
No. She texted me. She's got a big heart. Even though she wants that bag.
Amber Heard or Tim's roommate?
You've been blessed. This is not that woman. Your roommate's cool. This is
She
not this.
texted you? That's interesting.
Really late at night too. I don't.
Mhm. That's interesting. That's
What are you
interesting.
doing?
R6X TPG was a classic case of making right moves by accident and then destroying everything when they had become making wrong moves on purpose. Ooh.
Some, I think part of it was he caught. I think he caught a trend, right? So you can sometimes get lucky in just you're at a trend where watches are getting popular. I don't think that's because of him. I think that
Mhm.
was happening, and he's
Yeah,
just someone
watches
that.
just became popular, and I think maybe it was watches also, but no, you do have to appreciate the fact that the YouTube thing worked. It
Yeah.
worked, but here's the thing: the cost of doing YouTube was probably more expensive than if they weren't. Okay, I think that YouTube it attracted the wrong people. It's attracted a lot of people, and with it, it attracted a lot of wrong people. And then it was just really expensive because what they
Yeah,
were
how
trying
much is
to
the
show, there's no way,
videographer? Tim, how much is his videographer, etc. to
dude.
do?
I'm one person,
Yeah, I
and
know.
I know
But
how
he had a
expensive it
whole
is to
team.
run these
He had
things.
a crew.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
understand if they were doing this thing for Netflix, right? If they were given like a $50 million budget, yeah, maybe. But this stuff is just ridiculous. Omar, $5. Birmingham, you are a cop with a large luxury watch collection. Please address rumors that you are on the take.
Urban,
Ooh.
everyone's after everyone, right? They'll
Yeah.
be after my
Large
classic
luxury
now.
watch. I'm a tutor. I'm wearing a quartz Grand Seiko. I
A
don't.
quartz, a humble police officer.
It's a humble collection.
You know, every single watch that Birmingham got, it was through search and seizure. Search and seizure, sir.
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
definitely not. No. So
Have
What
my
is
access.
so
this
to be fair,
here?
so when I only own two
Is this a
Rolex,
drug Rolex?
and I bought them both of them below retail. So I got them before some of the hype. So
I
now
still remember your Omega story, Bourbonheart. That's amazing. What you got for that?
my
What you we
Seamaster,
had to pay for that?
the
Omega.
Seamaster or my Speedmaster. I've gotten. I mean,
The one from your friend that wanted to get rid of his Seamaster. I
yeah,
think that
for
one.
like $3,200
Yeah,
or $3,400. Like he was leaving on a trip and was just like, dude, like
that's fucking good. Yeah,
trying to, didn't want to deal with all the shipping stuff. But a
Yeah.
lot of people, I don't. When you look at the Chrono 24 price, that's like dealer price. Like I don't pay like
that's the asking price.
like take 10-20% off. That's usually where I'm like, okay, this is where
Yeah.
I would maybe be
Yeah.
buying, and I don't chase the hyped piece that's above retail. Like I've
Yes.
never paid over retail. My Submariner was like either $6,200 or $6,400.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that was also
I
good.
wouldn't spend 14-15 grand on it.
No.
Because I'm just
Also the trouble that he had to go through tricking his roommate into being able to be allowed to buy the watches is very admirable. It's like, honey, it's an investment. It'll go up in value in 3 years.
So
And also, it's for the kid. I'm buying this watch
For
to
the
give
kid's
to my
future.
son.
So yeah, we had a discussion. We had a discussion yesterday.
Mhm.
The problem is she's heard too many of these live streams that she's starting to recognize like watches and like
Yes.
because she noticed something on my wrist yesterday and she's like,
Oh,
wait a second,
hey, wait
that
a
one's
second.
new. And I'm like, how did you know? She's like, we didn't talk about this. And I'm like,
Yeah. I thought that
sorry,
was a
it was
shitter.
just-
You said this was a shitter.
Guys, just off
I
topic.
saw a Tim Wright live stream. It turns out it's a $15,000
I
wristwatch.
thought I could sneak one past the goalie. But,
Yeah.
Just off topic slightly, just for a second.
Yeah.
I'm still on the waiting list, Tim, for the Explorer one. Did you want to read that, Tim? Sorry, Omar.
No, it's Omar, $10. Of course. Just kidding, Birmingham. Thank you for being a good sport, and please don't beat me up.
I don't take it
Depends on
too
what you look
seriously.
like.
So
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro.
I'm way on the waiting list for the Explorer one.
Don't make any sudden moves, Omar.
Yeah, right.
That's
I'm waiting for
forfeiture.
Explorer one. Then I see this pink Grand Seiko that you looked at in they showed the new one that's about to be released, the limited edition?
Yes,
That looked awfully
I
attractive.
know. That
That's
look at
yeah, that
that.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. That
Yeah. Yeah. It just
the cherry blossom.
yeah.
The
I thought they
wow.
already
I
had a cherry blossom. This is like different.
Oh,
It's
this is
different.
the actual cherry blossom. The other one people call nicknamed the
The
cherry
four
blossom
season
because
was it? There's the four season. Was it
yeah, I think it
winter or
was
something
like
like
the
that? Was
spring or
Okay.
something, and it had a bit of the pinkish hue, and people said,
yeah,
"Oh, that this kind of looks like cherry
cherry
blossom." So
blossoms.
now
Yeah,
they actually they went out and made the actual cherry blossom.
Right. And there's a little bit of white mixed with the pink. Like it's done
Yeah, very
to
classy.
perfection.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wind up as opposed to an automatic. The gold GS, maybe all of them are like that, is in gold.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's the most important thing. It just looks fine. ID guy did a whole love thing over it. Um, and I was thinking, do I give up the waiting list? And I'm still on the waiting list for the Explorer. I'm going to give this one up, but it's attractive. I don't like the idea of sending so many years from now to
Mm-hmm.
Japan to get it serviced. That's a turnoff for me. I have nothing
Ah.
against Japan. I love Japan, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to send something off for service 6 years from now or whatever it is.
Mm.
Who told you that it has to go to Japan for service?
See, I thought it's still these things have to be serviced in Japan. That's what I thought. They can do some things,
Mm,
it's
but
only Grand Seiko. Like, yeah, there's not independents that'll do these. Like the spring
R-
drives they're complicated. Like you have to send that to Grand Seiko. I don't know that they don't have a service center
Yeah,
stateside, but
this is which one? This is manual wine actually, but
yeah,
this is their new
but
movement. This
still,
is some kind of a new movement.
it's a new
Okay.
movement. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Michael Paris, Tim, I kidnapped your pony in Vegas. If you want her back, send me your Pepsi. If not, I will mail you her back one leg at a time. God damn. That's dark. That is
Yes, yeah.
really, really dark. Wow. Listen, Michael, watch the video, guys. A viewer, a supporter of the show, has made a video. Where is the pony? I'm gonna drop the link. You must see this video. It is I can't this is the first time anyone made a video for me. What a mind-blowing thing. It's you have to see it. You have to see it, guys. It's a great crack there. Uh check it out, please. I dropped the link.
Who gave you the pony in the first place? Cars? Did Cars give it to you?
No,
Who?
no, no, that was my pony.
Oh
I
no,
have
I
a few
know.
of them.
your little pony.
Yeah, my
You
little pony.
okay.
Yeah. I had a few of them. They were sitting on the because I'm a brony and I
Okay.
have a pony and I was a viewer. What's it? Lily. What's her name? Lily. Lily. One of the viewers called Lily.
Mm,
She gave me $100 to bring the pony with me. Super chat, $100.
okay.
By the way, I checked online. You know how much that pony costs to replace? You guys not gonna
nope.
believe it.
Is it?
It,
Are we
it
talking gray market? Or are we talking
gray market
retail?
prices, yeah.
Okay.
$300.
Oh, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, it's close, but no, no, it was $111 plus $9 shipping. It would
Oh,
cost
yeah.
to replace it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. So basically, I got $100 super chat minus $70, which comes out to basically 70. Yeah. So I got $70 to bring the pony with me, and then I lost it, which was worth about $120. This. It's just that's the story of my life.
You missed at the slot machines, right? You lost the slot machine somewhere.
I
This sounds like a timepiece gentleman operation here.
I lose money on
Your
everything.
business.
It's just disaster. Ryan Doppelganger, depending on the piece in Canada, there are Grand Seiko trained techs at ADs who service. Assume it is the same as in other countries.
Oh, okay.
Also, as time goes by, I think Grand Seiko is going to have more and more service centers until they have something, some type of operation
Mm.
in the United States as well. Look at this. Rabbit went away from the pony, and this count is freaking on point. And then the pony at the slot machine. I mean, just Jesus Christ, this guy is good.
Yeah. He can do stuff last minute.
I can't believe it. Uh, there's a great thread. Uh, taking time at Birmingham. Loved your video on the Black Bay Pro. Subscribe to your channel and keep it up, man.
Thanks, man. A lot of people had a lot of hate from it.
Oh, yeah. You know, making videos is hard. It's hard.
I think it's actually what I'm finding is it's
Mhm.
harder when you're just being like honest. Like
Mhm.
if you're because and this is kind of almost ties back into the cartel, right? And the brands, right? So the
Uh-huh.
brands like push out their messaging, right? Because they're marketing. And so brands will target YouTubers and be like, oh, let's fly in and do this thing and blah, blah, blah. And like pat them on the back. And it's like, look how awesome our products are. And then they're not able to see it with a critical eye.
Mhm.
My take on the Black Bay Pro is that this is supposed to be a 1655. It's basically a homage because Tudor's kind of becoming into a Rolex homage brand slowly but surely for a lot of their releases. This is supposed to be a 1655 homage, which a 1655 was an explorer's watch.
Mhm.
And as I'm like you, Tim, I love my Explorer too, right? And I take it like camping, I do hunting, I do a lot of like I used to do rock climbing and like a lot of outdoor sports, and it's an awesome watch. And one of the reasons that I love it is because it's so thin that when I'm outside and I'm putting on like a base layer, like a wool base layer, a middle layer, a puffy coat, a rain jacket, taking it off because you get hot and cold and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
or gloves, like you don't want a thick watch. It needs to be really thin for that stuff. And then if you're spelunking or doing like crossing over the poles, like you're roping off. And so you don't
Yeah.
want a rope that's going to like snag on what's on your wrist. And so
You can
I even
rip
watched one of
your arm off.
exactly. So it's like you were saying, like, oh, the Explorer, it's the complication is how thin it is. To a point, it's like that's an essential function of an Explorer's watch, right?
Yes.
It's like someone making a dive watch, marketing a dive watch, and it being 30 meters water resistant. It's like you're completely missing the point of the watch. And so when Tudor came out with its its GMT movement, even the guy that designed this Black Bay Pro was like, well, I had to make something with the same movement, and the movement itself is like over 7 millimeters thick. So it's like, this is as small of a case as we could make it, guys. It's like, well, you're kind of cheapening out, right? Like I appreciate the effort, but just in my opinion, it's like, no, this was kind of a miss for a 1655 homage. Like it's like 14.6 millimeters thick. I mean, it's like, I think 0.1 millimeters thinner than the Tudor GMT, which I don't think is necessarily a bad watch, but the Tudor GMT is a pilot's watch.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter as much how thick your pilot's watch is because you're a pilot,
You're not
right? Like
engaged.
IWC makes plenty of watches that are thick, right? People are like, oh, that's a thick, IWC makes watches just as thick. And it's like, yeah, but if you're a pilot, you're looking for a different thing, right? You don't need a high level of water resistance.
They're like a clock.
You want legibility. And so oftentimes pilots' watches have larger dials, very legible dials. That's how you get the whole like Flieger Type A and Type B dial, was because of at a glance, if a pilot looks at their watch in a shaky plane, they're able to read the time, right? So
as big as 55 millimeters. Some of them.
Yeah, and they would wear them like on the outside of jackets, right? Or actually, they wore them on their thighs for a while, like before they moved to the wrist. And it was like, no, you need a big dial. So it's it's when you're looking at it. So
also why Air King is very good. That's why it has those 05, 15. Because when you're shaking, when the thing is shaking, you can where the hour hand is could really blend in. You might miss things by 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Well, that's weird. It's from a dashboard of a car, though. Air King, historically, one of those speedster cars that.
The Bloodhound project, because they were a sponsor. So they made the dash cluster for that. But even the old Air Kings, I mean, initially the Air King, it wasn't called the Air King. It was just an oyster case. Okay. And old pilots, I mean, they were exposed to the elements, so they needed a waterproof case. It was just like, hey, the oyster case worked well for pilots, right? And then it might have been like after World War II, then they call the Air King. They made one that, and the old one did have the 369 dial, like some of the early Air Kings. And so that 369 is a throwback to some of the first Air Kings. And then they put up, the speedometer digits kind of as a
added thing.
to them about to break the land speed record. Only the project flopped and they never
That's right. It didn't
they
go.
never they didn't do it. And then it kind of got defunct and then it was for sale and it seems like it's kind of a failed attempt. So
It was a
but
failed
anyways,
attempt.
so there's people that just like they just pump out the good stuff or they barely mention it. Like,
What year
you
was
know,
that? When that thing that didn't go? When was that?
That was a couple of
You
years
guess?
ago.
So
No.
they came out when I think it was a couple years before they came out with the the actual Air King dial. So I think they started the
What year
project
was
first,
that?
and then I'd have to pull
Around,
up
Bourbon Heart, around. What do you think?
2012, 2014.
Oh, way back then.
I want to say, yeah, before the Air King. Did they do the old Air King at 2016 or something? So I thought it was a
Wow, before the First World War.
The
Oh,
65.
oh
wow.
no. You're talking the first Air Kings was like the
Oh, 1930s
40s
maybe.
or 50s.
Oh, okay.
First Air King.
Rolex Air King when they called it the Air King.
Yeah. The Rolex introduced the Air King. That's 15500. But what was the first one?
Maybe Cam's got the first Air King, or did he flip it?
No. He flipped the first Air King he got, 1945.
45.
Thank you. 1945. Air King is old.
Yeah, it's one of the and they had their. It wasn't just an Air King. They had like the Air Tiger. They had the Air. It was like a few lines, but the Air King was the one that kind of survived.
Sprulunking. Sprulunking is AC3 pronunciation. Went sprulunking with the roommate, with my ex. Speedy Hernandez, $10. All-star panel. Bring me some awesome gasps. Watch talk. Wow. Here's your receipt for success. Timmy.
Recipe.
Thank you, Speedy.
Your recipe for success.
Yeah, really appreciate
Now, I'm
that.
just riding on the coattails of Bourbon Heart's knowledge. The
And
history.
apparently, Jatame, you're just salty because you got the Diet Pepsi and not the Pro.
I mean, at the end of the day, I really like my Explorer too.
Yeah. What is your? Now you got me.
Well, the
curious.
Explorer 2 is like the better version of the Pro. Like you don't need the Pro if you got the.
If money wasn't a thing, right? Like if I had like Cars and Chrono money, I would totally.
He doesn't have that much money though. He doesn't have that.
Come on,
he exaggerates. He greatly exaggerates. It's all in the stocks and stuff. He doesn't have.
Oh yeah, it's tied up in. Yeah,
It's
I mean,
tied
a lot
up
of times it's
anything,
tied up in
but
his
when money is
company.
tied up,
Okay.
it's not cash. It's all just smoke and mirrors, man. The guy is just he might be actually broke.
Well, those watches. So he's like you.
Why do you think he can't get the Birkin? Come on,
watches.
Come on, man. Come on, read between the lines.
Yeah.
If he was that wealthy, he would have been able to get.
He's buying them for his wife. He's just. Yeah. Wait, Tim. I'll
don't be fooled, man. I've been with him. I know. He's.
So I love the 1655. It's the bad thing about the 1655 though is that the hour and the GMT, that fourth hand, they're slave to each other. So it wasn't a true GMT. So that's
but I wouldn't know which year are we talking about of the iteration. What year more or less when you say that? Is that the recent one or a few years ago? Which
so that style stopped in like the mid 1980s. So I mean, I guess if I was going to buy one, I would say okay, 80, like 83. I'd want like one of the later model ones because it'd be easier to service and stuff. But yeah, because it was before they came out with the GMT Master 2, that movement that had the true, the ability to jump that hour, which that makes it like a perfect traveling watch, right? Because when Tim jumps on the plane and flies to Las Vegas, he's able to just jump that hour back 3 times, and it's dude,
done.
Yeah.
And also no rotating bezel to get that Vegas dust underneath the bezel.
Exactly. The Vegas dust.
Dust, micro dust. It's so fine. It gets into, like there's holes above your eye sockets.
Yeah.
It gets through underneath there and into your brain, and it just clogs everything up. You can't think clearly when you're there.
How did you get the dust, Tim, when you were slapped on the buttocks by that woman outside? Or
you saw that, right?
Yeah.
R66 purchasing a Pepsi from Rolex has two advantages over the Tudor. The minor one, it's a bit nicer looking. More importantly, the investment is far superior. Forget about the investment. Get the one that you like.
Mm.
Um, they're different. They're actually very, very different. Omar says, Tim, stop doing the socialist stick and become a libertarian. That's where the money is at. Hell yeah. I saw a
True.
libertarian live stream, guys. It's only $50 and $100 super chats minimum.
Which libertarian
Well,
is this?
I don't want to advertise the guy. Why? Why? So you guys, so that you guys can go and spend your super chats there. It's
He's not
just
your
ridiculous.
competitor. He's not your competitor.
My
Really.
competitor. That's why I don't want to advertise him. But I probably should go there and see if I can do a live stream with him. It's
There
it's
you
it's
go.
insane, man.
Who
It's
is this? I don't even know.
huh?
I don't even know who this guy is.
The libertarian
You don't have
or
to
Omar?
explain this. Oh, was that Omar? Or?
Yeah.
No,
it was
no,
Omar.
no. Well, Omar says he's a libertarian, but Omar, trust me, you can't compete
Okay.
with those guys. They're really fucking heavy hitters. They're like boom, boom, boom. Like the guy makes like 800 to $700 in like a 45-hour live stream. And he's just done. It's like, I'm good.
I
I don't
have
want to be greedy.
I have met I've met a lot of very wealthy people in my life, and I don't know any of them that were socialists. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree. A lot of them were more libertarian, like just get the government out of my effing way so I can make some money. So
Right. And
onto
man, that's
something.
why people are like really generous. But he's just like, I'm telling you, it's just like $100, $100, $100. Tick King Town. They're all talking about Ayn Rand and just man, it's just like, oh,
Dude, you could read that.
Ticking
If you
Time,
could
five
read
dollars.
Finnegan's
Walt,
Wake.
yeah, Finnegan's Wake. No, no, it's not.
I'm
No, no,
just
they were
saying, if
talking
you can
about
read
Iran.
Finnegan's Wake, you could understand.
But Ayn
Yeah,
Rand was extreme right, wasn't she? She came from Russia, true. She came from the Soviet Union, was it this when she
she
was there?
did. I
She
have
came.
no idea.
She came from she came from a communist country, and it was like a tidal wave for her. She wanted that independence, but it was extreme right. No
I
giving
don't know. I think she's
to.
It was
libertarian. Her thing is libertarian, not extreme right.
she was anti-Russian because she was
Yeah,
a Russian born
Russian born.
American writer. So I think she was just more just
Soviet.
more
Maybe she
capitalism.
really hated
Like
the Soviet because Soviet Russia was extreme communism, right? Or something.
yeah, so she didn't like communism, and she
Yeah.
her whole Atlas Shrugged
Atlas
Yeah,
Shrugged
book. It's
and
I
you
what's
don't
the
read.
have
other
the
one?
weight. Yeah, you don't
I
have the
read
weight
We
of
the Living. I
Yeah.
read that book. I didn't. I went to. I somehow just didn't get into Atlas. The Architect one I read
Mm.
about the architect based on Frank Lloyd Wright. She wrote that one too. Fountainhead. Fountainhead. Yeah. But
Ticking
Fountain the
time.
Head. That was Fountain the Head.
yeah.
$5 while the wife is away. Super chats. I will play. Thank you, Tim, for all you do. Thank you, Ticking Time, for continually supporting these streams because they cannot go on without your guys' funding because we've got long journey ahead of us. It's gonna be quite interesting how this thing will develop. Forbin Colossus, Cars and Chronos sneakily manipulated Tim into picking up the drinks check. He spilled Tim's drink all over the bar to distract poor honest Tim, and Tim insisted on cleaning up the messy situation. I have no memory of this, by the way. Omar, $5. I always super chat at least $20 to my libertarian live streamer. It's embarrassing to super chat less. Ooh, damn.
There goes my 275 that I contributed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, uh still, I mean, Daniel, you always super chat 275. It's
Yeah.
279. That
Oh,
is
that yeah.
hey, that's what it's better
It
than no
adds
super
up.
chat. It does. It adds up over time. And dude, and you also super chatted big money when the roommate helped you out there. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and you always watching too. So
Yeah.
it's really cool. Oh yeah,
Uh,
here we go. That the Fountainhead. That the Fountainhead was the other thing.
it wasn't such a long book.
Atlas Shrugged and Fountainhead.
Atlas Shrugged was the big long book. You read the whole thing, Bourbon Heart?
Oh, it's been so long.
Like in college,
Like
maybe. or whatever, or you read it out of just
No,
interest?
it was like maybe high school.
Oh, you read in high
I
school.
want to say that was like an optional book, or it might have just been one that I just read just
I
because.
read
Yeah.
quite a few
I
books.
just wanted
books, but I
to
never
know who
read
this John
Iron
Galt
Man.
guy was. I was like, who the F is this?
Speedy, horrendous. Somebody check and make sure OC is still breathing. Hey, OC, you still there?
I think
Hey, bud.
he's doing stuff.
I think the
He might
cartel
have
got him.
fallen asleep. It's
No,
okay. It's
I'm
okay.
here. I'm here. I'm just
Cartel's
resting.
got-
Oh,
Yeah.
you're resting. Oh,
He's
yeah.
with us in spirit. You know, OC did really, really well earlier today. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah. Oh, he was amazing. And calm.
He is. I don't know why he puts up with this shit, to be honest.
Who, OC?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Because
why?
like any good lawyer, he's just looking for the truth, Tim. He's just
He's just like what's the lawyer in To Kill a Mockingbird? It's like
You mean not like Brandy Heard's
Finch? Is it
lawyer?
Atticus?
working for
Is that
free.
Atticus Finch?
Atticus Finch. He's like my
Yeah.
Atticus Finch.
There you go.
His Atticus Finch coming to my defense for free.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
many
Stephen
times
Monash, $1. Thank you.
How many times did you see that film, Tim? I have a funny feeling you saw it more than once. Atticus Finch, The Kill a Mockingbird.
Actually read. Actually, I'll tell you a story. To Kill a
Okay.
Mockingbird. I read To Kill a Mockingbird about 3 times, right? The first time I read it, it was in grade 9, I think, and I couldn't understand a bloody thing, right? I did not understand it because it was really hard book.
Your
It's actually
focus
really
wasn't there. Oh, wait a minute. It was in English, and that wasn't your
English,
language.
English,
Okay.
but there's a lot of back history, backstory that you don't
Yeah.
understand.
You wouldn't have a clue, right?
Yeah, if you don't know
You wouldn't, yeah.
American, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Especially
Okay.
the language there is also complicated.
Yeah.
And then I read it for complication when I was in college, and I remember like, it was the first time that I understood English when I
Yeah.
was rereading it because I was like, oh my god, I could you could read it and you can also read between the lines what
Yeah.
the subtext, the
Yeah.
wink wink, what the author's
Yeah.
trying to say. And then I read it the third time, like, what the fuck? Why was I so impressed by it the second time I read it? It's nothing special.
It
It's okay.
it was from the eyes of the little girl, wasn't it? I can't.
Yeah, but it's not a great. It's overblown how important
Yeah.
that book is.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the first paperback. That's why it's so popular. The only reason that it's so important in American culture is because it was the first paperback uh, that was mass produced for schools. So it became basically it, it was spread to all the schools because it
Right.
was like the cheapest thing that you could buy. And
But it,
every school got it, and then since then it became like a staple of every school in America.
but it also came out right before like the civil rights movement, and so it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
No, but that wasn't why it was in every school. It was because it was like a publishing scheme to get the books into school. And then now, and actually there's another controversy surrounding that book. When Harper Lee died, the publishers said we're no longer going to start making it in the mass market. So basically, oh yeah, sorry. So before Mockingbird became that soft cover. What do you call that? I forgot.
paperback.
Paperback.
The
Paper-
paperback. So it was the
Yeah.
first paperback.
Yeah.
But now the Harper Lee died. They try to say we're no longer going to print Mockingbird in paperback, only hardcover. And the hardcover because it's all price jacking. They want to jack up the prices to scheme the schools, and the schools have become so reliant. Why are we talking about the Mockingbird right now like this? What the fuck am I doing?
Because it,
Christ.
My fault.
not
Yeah,
watched.
sorry about that.
You got carried away. My fault. I led you. Whatever.
Yeah, just totally led me astray.
You can
But-
dump me for doing that if you want. But
It's so cool. It's so
But
cool. Yeah.
but last point, Atticus Finch was actually based on the author's father. The author's father was actually a lawyer that represented underrepresented Black people.
oh
South.
yeah.
Like that, the character was actually
Based on the real
based on
person.
her dad. Yeah, her dad's.
Oh,
Interesting.
I know
her,
there
her
was
dad
also
doing the same work that OC does today.
Especially he did today. Yes.
OC's gonna slip up and admit. But
He
he
doesn't want to. He
represents.
refuses to admit.
Nope. Nope.
4.9 is fine. You failed ninth grade twice,
Oh.
and that's why you read it 3 times. Damn. By the way, the most idiotic thing that I was made to someone when I came to the United States, I went straight to 8th grade, right?
Okay. Was
And
that in line with the year you're supposed to go into?
Probably
Because
in
that's
line with
pretty.
his
but I was in
age, but
Ukraine
not.
before that.
Yeah.
No, I know that. But were you lucky enough to not lose a year that you got
No,
it?
actually, it was too easy for me. I didn't know
Oh,
the language, but like the math class, I was just killing it,
oh, I
which was a
see. I see.
problem. But actually, for me, it was good because it brought up my average because I was
Right,
getting like a hundreds
right, right.
because it was like 2 grades behind. The math was about 2 grades behind,
Oh man.
and so that's what helped actually me to raise my grade. But the stupidest thing that they made me do is that I had to take second language. That was like forced.
Yeah.
So there's no like Russian is a second language. They actually made me take Italian. It's like, what the fuck? I don't even know English. Why the hell am I taking Italian on top of it? It's just, it was bizarre. So my Italian was like 47. It was bad.
And you didn't know Oisian then, so the way you.
No, it was, man, it was ridiculous.
Well, did you survive that?
We almost had an intelligent conversation. Glad Tim caught himself. Thank you, Omar. Yo, that's nice.
Oh, shoot. Can't be having that now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too good. That's really good.
Okay, the veer back to watches. Are we going to survive whatever's going on now? Do you think?
Ooh, I think there is. It's probably the fact that I'm so happy really shits off the cartel. It's like, yes.
Oh no, I was gonna say, is he talking about surviving the cartel? Or are you talking about the prices going to
I'm
zero
talking
and we're
about
all
the
gonna be?
latter. I'm talking about the latter. The other thing is just drama. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
he's
the
talking about
latter.
the
Rum.
prices crashing
Yeah,
and
Well, if you
the,
bought your watches at retail,
yeah.
yeah, I think the prices will go down. They will go down a lot. Actually, if you have too many watches, maybe like the thing is with my watches, I can't sell any of them. Maybe Explorer One to buy Explorer One two tone.
Or maybe Explorer One to get the damn bag.
The what?
To
Oh,
get the damn
bag,
bag
the
for her.
Birkin, the
Yeah.
Birkin, or a Kia. So that's the thing, right? I would sell my watches only for two purposes.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, get the Birkin
Yeah.
to pay for the Birkin.
Right.
I mean, it would be cool if Cars and Corner just gave me the Birkin and not on retail. But that's never gonna happen. Forget about that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't get it at retail. Uh now now here's the thing. Now here's the thing. The Kia. That's why I'm selling everything. If you guys want anything, just let me know. I might have it. Speedy Hernandez, $5. Next time OC falls asleep, somebody yell, "Your witness counselor," and see if he outs himself.
objection, objection, hearsay, hearsay.
What? Everything that guy said was bullshit.
The cousin. That's the cousin. What's the
Vinny,
movie?
my cousin Vinny.
My cousin
My
Vinny.
cousin Vinny.
But is Brandy Heard's lawyers stupid or something? Have anyone watched that at all? Like they ask dumb questions. It seems.
When he objected to his question that he asked, that's funny. I'm not watching the trial, but I am watching like the clips at the end of the day that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
show
the
like how
clips.
ridiculous this whole
Yeah.
circus is. Oh, poor guy.
Rooted Rotors has sold my Explorer 2 last month for 12,000. 10 years old, pocketed 5K in profit, just too big for me, or I would have kept it. I think he's
Good for
talking about
you.
the 42 mil.
Yeah, that would have been 51 lug to lug.
It's the best
Or
watch that Rolex makes.
you don't have a big risk. You're okay with it,
I'm 6.5.
and it fits okay on you.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh, okay.
It's the best watch. I think because this watch never had any good like advertisement. Never. This watch was never used to flex.
Yeah.
That's why it's very. I love it so much. It doesn't shit me off because like there's a lot of people, slagging off a lot of other watches, and for some reason this watch always brought me nothing but joy and happiness. And nobody tried to rob me, or never. No one would ever try to rob anyone for this watch. It's just not worth the trouble. But it's still a
So
Rolex. It's waterproof, and I love the function. The GMT guys. Now that I travel quite a bit, it's so useful. I wouldn't have sold it, but if it's too big, maybe get the 40. Get the 40. It's so cool. It's so
Mm.
cool.
Yeah, I got the 40.
Yeah,
It's a little bigger, but
it's a nice watch. Never sell
42
it,
is not too
Burbs.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most
42 is not too
understated
big.
watch.
It's like legit still a tool watch. Like it's not Rolex doesn't make the Explorer 2 in gold or platinum.
Not yet, not yet.
Yeah, I hope they don't. Dude, if they do,
Oh, they will.
Well, they
I'll
already did
actually-
that dumb thing with the Explorer One, right? Bergenhart. They did the
Yeah.
yeah.
Do this little two-tone
Yeah.
foo-foo. That's
That was kind of trashed by.
Oh, I forgot to tell
was it
people to upvote, guys. Please
Federico.
upvote.
It is a bit pretty watch, but
it's pretty. But yeah, I think it does change what Rolex was.
yeah,
Just what Rolex stood for in like the 50s, 60s, 70s.
true.
Is different than what it stood for in like the later 90s to 2000s,
Yeah.
So
I'm just curious. I
I
want
want
to
to
check.
I want to ask a question for Hardenberg. Uh, but don't you have to wear a G-Shock on the job?
no,
I don't think so.
No.
not at all.
I wouldn't.
I do have to wear something that fits me though, because I did a few years ago. I was actually just driving on like the freeway, and there's like this
Mhm.
car. There's this bad car accident, and this car was on fire, and the people were trapped inside of it. And I come up, and there were guys that were like trying to break out the. They're trying to break out the sunroof to get the person out.
Yeah.
And I grab my a fire extinguisher, and I come up to like the engine hood.
Mm.
And I'm like just like getting it like under the engine to try to like put out this fire to kind of buy some time.
Mm.
And I ended up mostly getting the fire out, and then they were able to get the gal that was stuck in the car. They were able to get her out. As I'm standing there, it ended up like reigniting, and like I thought it was gonna like blow up like in the movies, but
Mhm.
it didn't blow up that bad. But it like flamed up to where it was like, oh shoot, like I'm feeling like the heat like hit me.
Yeah.
And so I turned to like run, and it like down like this embankment, and I just like go backwards and like fell like down this. It's just like a steep like little embankment along the freeway.
Oh
And as
shit.
I fell. I was wearing a metal bracelet, and I used to wear my watch like below the bone.
Uh-oh.
And so it was like a larger metal watch. And so like when I fell onto my hands, like it like injured my wrist a little bit, where
Shit.
it was like, man, like it was hurting for like probably like 6 months after that
Mm.
fall.
Yeah.
And so
Shit.
from then I was like, you know what? I can't do like,
Just
these
big
like
watch.
giant watches and wear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like wear them all loose, like on a bracelet. Like you need something where it's either like
Jingly
worn
jangly. You cannot wear that
you
stuff.
need it either like worn above above the bone, or for it to have I will do like leather,
On the
like
bone,
leather straps
above
on or
the
above
bone, or on the
below
boner. That's the
Yeah,
only.
but-
That's the 3 ways to wear a wristwatch without danger of injuring yourself.
But how did that fire start? She crashed into a pole, or what happened there?
No, I don't know. I have no idea how it
Okay.
started.
Okay. Whatever.
Anthony Pellegrini, $2 super chat. We have to take Archie to eat in New York City, Chinatown. Yeah, we're gonna go get Katz's Deli. Daniel
Yeah.
Katz's Deli. By the way, thank you for amazing food, Daniel.
Yes.
Uh,
Of course. Yeah.
People-
I've been there. But-
People who don't realize but by the way, Daniel, they don't know that you're actually the owner of the Katz's
yeah.
Deli.
Shoot.
Yeah.
and
Sure.
You sold the business and moved to Canada.
Yeah. Right.
That's a cool
lot of
place though. You got a lot of history.
That's in Lower Greenwich, isn't it? That's where No, it's down there somewhere.
It's down on the south end of
the south end of Manhattan.
yeah.
So yeah, so what do you think? Should would anyone be interested buying my Explorer for $11,000. And I'm gonna get for $11,000. I'm gonna get the two-tone.
Oh,
Anyone
the
interested? Type
bag,
one.
and the bag. You got to get the fucking bag.
The bag, the Birkin.
You're gonna
Get
sell your
forget
you're gonna
the
sell your Pepsi.
Birkin.
You're gonna sell your Pepsi to get the Birkin, huh?
Yeah. I don't think. Look, here's the thing, guys. You don't understand. He can't. The Birkin never coming. It's never coming.
Don't say that,
He
Tim.
just
Don't
doesn't.
say that.
Guys, come on. Read the room. Like you guys are extremely overestimating how much pull Cars and Chrono has. I think a lot of you guys have been mesmerized by the looks. You know, those cars, they were obviously rented. Just come on.
A little
They
rental
were
sticker on the
rented.
dashboard
They were,
when
yeah, they
you
were
were there. You
rented
saw it.
cars. He's just flexing.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's
You're
Perfect
like
art.
Ty
The
Lopez
guy's just
here in my
flexing. It's
garage.
smoke and mirrors. This is a
Knowledge.
fake name. Okay.
But hold
Fake.
on. OC might agree that multimillionaires may also rent cars because the watches are to keep. Those are things that last forever. I don't know about cars. They rent them to 4 years and they trade it for another car.
Daniel, that car was clearly rented.
Okay.
And also, I mean, he's just in his mother's basement, probably. Who knows?
Oh.
You know, 4 Niners fine,
Be
$2. How much
nice.
to rent
Cars is
the
listening in.
sermon? To rent the sermon. I don't know. OC, how much should I charge 495 to rent my sermon to him?
$50 a day.
Fair enough. Sounds cool.
But it's a lot less than what they're charging Trump a day
Yeah.
at the New York district attorney for not turning over the documents.
Shit.
Yeah. That's a whole other topic. We won't go into that, but
What do you, OC? What do you think about this idea? Should I be selling the Explorer One and getting the two-tone Timmy?
I don't see that as a. I'm not. One. I mean, I don't care one way or the other. But
Ooh.
you got to keep in mind the polished center links in
Yes.
yellow gold do show scratches pretty easily.
Yes,
So
they're gonna have a lot of beautiful scratches to show over time. They're gonna develop beautiful patina. David says Rolex equals life. Dave, Rolex equals for life. Roommate equals for 3 years. It's a really, really good point there. Let's climb Everest in my two-tone Explorer. Get the fuck out of here. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do the, what's that called? There's a it's not the Mount Everest, because to climb the Everest it costs like 60 grand or something. But there is the approach trail. It's free. It's really nice.
and too many
The
people are
base
getting
camp.
killed because they're rushing to train too quickly to do Mount Everest. It's like highway,
Yes.
like the interstate of people trying to climb Mount Everest. It's ridiculous. Bernhard, do you climb big mountains, or when you say climbing, what do you climb?
No, I used to do rock climbing.
Cool.
And
That's
then
pretty.
I do a lot of other like outdoor stuff. I don't do so. Interestingly,
Mhm.
my newer life insurance policy will no longer cover me for rock climbing,
Oh yeah,
bungee
yeah.
jumping, skydiving, or like any kind of like a hang gliding
Oh.
or like
I'm just so impressed
paragliding,
that
like those types of events. So I
Okay.
actually kind of quit doing
Okay.
that stuff, at least for now, till my kids are older. But
Yeah.
I was just so impressed that Daniel pronounced your name correctly that I couldn't even concentrate on the question.
How many times did they say it wrong before I got it right?
I don't know. Then I started calling him Hardenbird.
Yeah.
Hard bird, sir. Yes, sir. To you, son. I think as we get older and wrinkly, a little flashy gold is nice. Tacky on a young fella though. They're still youthful. They're still youthful and good looking.
You know what amazes me is I walk through 47th Street once in a while, occasionally.
Mhm.
And the bust downs are still there in full force. I mean, they're
Who
buying
buys it?
I have no idea, but they're buying these $7,000 Cartier Santos stainless steel by the truckload and icing them out. And you go into every little booth and they've got 10 or 20 of them. Who the
What?
hell is buying these things?
Oh, see, you know what? The business model doesn't make any sense. They take a $7,000 Cartier, they put in $10,000 worth of diamonds, and then they sell the watch for 5,000. It's kind of ridiculous.
I don't think the diamonds that they put in are worth all that much. So I think they take that $7,000 watch, they try to sell it for 18 to 20, but I have no idea how much actual cost goes into the diamonds,
Well,
whether
Tim,
it's 2,000 or
Mhm.
5,000. I don't know.
OC and Tim, you know about that famous, and Tim, you met him in L.A. The guy that's got he dresses in purple, has got that purple store.
Peter Marco.
Peter Marco.
Peter.
Yeah, he puts the diamonds in. That must be phenomenally expensive. Like it's his own arrangement of diamonds. Sometimes he has the the factory ones, but
Yeah,
he's not a watch guy. He has,
he's a
you know,
diamond guy.
yeah.
he farms the work out to other people who do that shit.
Okay, okay.
You know, he doesn't have like a master diamond jeweler in the back room doing all that stuff. Yeah,
He's good at marketing though. That's all.
yes.
Just
All
he's the
marketing.
marketer.
The purple.
My
People
understanding,
love
he
the
knows
purple.
he's got the people, his team, his was it his entourage of whatever, as you
Cartel.
refer-
His cartel.
his cartel. Thank you. That just have given a good reputation, I guess, for him. It
He's in
seems
a
work.
really
He's got the he's got the
incredible spot.
leads.
Yeah.
His spot in that little area, which is that street on Rodeo Drive, where there's an
Okay.
Audemars Piguet right across from him.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
Cam.
it's an iconic
Hey
place.
everybody, I'm back.
Welcome
I
back.
Hello,
finished
Mr.
up my project work. That's why I'm
Oh, you
here.
finished your project?
Already.
Yeah, I just texted my group to tell them to kindly fuck off. And I have other projects I have to work on, so
There's
good
more
luck.
important
Now
things
your
you got
project, are
going
you
on,
talking
right?
about Paul Thorpe, or is there another project you're working on?
I don't know my school projects.
Oh,
The school projects. Omar, $5 super chat. Thank you, my dear libertarian friend. I worked in a wealth management firm. I learned that the uber wealthy are never flashy. We had clients
Ah,
worth hundreds of millions. Not one was flashy. That's I've
interesting.
You know,
heard
I see
that.
some sunglasses that Roman Sharp sent me.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
let's see it. Let's see it. Open it up. Open it
You're
up.
trying to start a war, Cam. Tim's already on thin ice. Why you?
He called me a cocaine addict. So here we go.
Yeah.
That looks real, actually. It does not look too fake. Open it up. Let's see it. Did you get the Tim Wright special, the Wayfarer, or did you go for the Aviators? Ooh, you made the wrong one. The Wayfarer 2 are dogs.
Those you get the women's
Sorry, Cam.
Wayfarers?
Is that looks almost too big for you, Cam? Maybe
It's like a Wayfarer 2. These are crap. I'm sorry, Cam. Show us where put them on. Put them on. They look way too big for your
yeah.
face.
Let's see it on your face. Yeah.
They look way too big for your face.
Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, that's
It
good.
adds like,
Good.
dude, you look 35 now in those.
I look like Birmingham.
Holy
Just the
shit.
facial
Yeah,
hair.
you put them on, they just added like 15 years to your age.
They don't look bad on him. They fit him okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but he could have chosen a different style, but I think that style doesn't
Yeah.
look bad on him.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that great either. I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to the Gray Market and Roman Sharp for these glasses.
How much did you pay? $89?
No 70.
$70.
Then they're fake. Fake.
Fake.
Fake.
Cam is stealing the shtick.
And by the way, we stand with Roman 100%. We
True,
do.
true.
Wait,
That
isn't
is
he in the
true
cartel?
that there.
I did
Who's
not
that?
know sunglasses were so expensive. Oh my god.
I know it's a Luxottica. It's all because of Luxottica.
Luxottica
It's a big
It's a
owns
waste
scam.
of
one.
money.
Luxottica just completely took over the whole. It's the sunglasses cartel. Understand? They
That's
jacked up the price because it's just a piece of plastic, and they
yeah,
figured, wait a minute, we can have incredible margins on the sunglasses. Why not capture the whole sunglass market? That's what Luxottica did.
yeah.
They don't own Maui Jim. That's why I
They
switched
don't.
from Ray-Ban.
Interesting.
Maui Jim's independent.
Are you sure?
So is Warby Parker. They're
Like
independent
out
also.
of Hawaii, as in Maui, you said Maui, whatever.
Yeah, Maui Jim. I think they started in Hawaii. Now they might be based in California.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if they moved, but they're not a. Last time I bought from them, they were not a Luxottica brand.
Okay.
And by the way, I tried on Cars's sunglasses, the Adidas. He had some special spec glass.
Are they prescription?
No, but it's like a special spec. It's a spec. It's a
It's his
like
own.
some
It's
kind of
his own custom color.
yeah. I gotta tell you, you put them on, it's a completely different thing. You see how rich people see it. Everything just looks good. It's like seeing in 4K versus 480p. When I was wearing my sunglasses, it was 480. I put on his, and I tell you, because my mind was so blown. I think everyone in the cabana tried them on. They couldn't believe it. Like Red Shovel tried them on. He's like, "What the hell is happening?" I actually told Cars, "I'll give you the last $2,000 I have in the bank. I'll PayPal it to you right now for the sunglasses." But he said, "Fuck you, Timmy."
Makes
Not
the
doing.
blues bluer and the reds redder.
I don't know, but it was amazing. What? Blondie is on Oshin's stream? Oshin is streaming right now?
How dare he? No, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. She's gonna go where the leads are, Tim.
Oh, no, I don't see him. Oh, no, he is live streaming. Oh my God. Blondie, come back. Wow. No, she's getting the leads. She's getting the leads for us.
No,
Really,
what was
Tim?
what was hilarious was
you
what was
trust her?
when what was hilarious was when Kelly was on the the stream with the Watchbox guy
Mm,
for hours and hours and hours, like 5 minutes after she said, "I'm tired, I'm going to bed." Meanwhile, she's streaming on somebody else's show at the same time.
so
I'm
funny.
telling you, it's all lies, lies, and backstabbers, Tim.
Who? Oh,
OC's
oh,
saying-
Kelly. Kelly,
OC's
yes.
saying
Kelly still
these
owes
girls
me
ain't
3
loyal.
live streams.
Yeah, but the last
Kelly
time you were
still
like, "Kelly,
owes me.
jump on." No, I can't. I'm making dinner. I'm too busy. I'm with the kids. Meanwhile, she's on another stream for hours and
She's
hours. The same.
yeah. She has hours. She can spend hours on other people's live streams. Yeah, it's just
What do you mean she owes you 3 live streams?
well, she came to my live stream when Roman was there, and then she's never there for my live stream unless there's a big name celebrity. Then she got all the time in the world, but yeah, it's just so everyone is just using me, abusing me. It's all kind of fuck tied there,
I'm
guys.
not yet.
Not yet, not yet. Look, even Cam, you see, he just used me to get in bed with Paul.
Dude.
Cam,
Dudes, it is officially midnight. I'm turning into a pumpkin. I want to say you have an awesome weekend and get some rest. Good luck picking up the roommate. If you're live streaming it, I will definitely hop on to see that in real time. Run, Timmy, run.
OC, enjoy your yoga sessions this weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck on your Saturday arraignments tomorrow morning, bro.
I will. I got some depositions tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Peace out.
bye, OC. Thank you so much for
See you
today.
later, man. My
You're a
pleasure.
legend.
Tim, it's 12 o'clock. It's still around 9:30 in Bourbon Heartland.
Look, I have to end as well because I'm picking up the roommate in about shit. Yeah, she's coming at like 11 o'clock.
Say hello to
Uh,
her for me, okay?
yeah, so I have to do some cleaning,
Okay.
and I have to go to sleep and go to the airport to pick her up. Maybe I'll do a little bit live stream from the airport to pick her up. I don't know. Maybe we'll buy her flowers. We'll see.
She'll just shove them away, I have a funny feeling, but try.
Yeah, but I want to thank everyone who joined me today. I'm back from Vegas. We're gonna start doing this again, unless there's some crazy thing happening, unless there's some crazy.
Wait a minute. One last question. Burger Heart, does your wife like your haircut? Not that she has to, but no,
She
doesn't matter.
She doesn't really care.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
She's not.
All right. It's a pleasure, guys.
Good to chat with you.
Okay.
Guys, great stream. Thank you everyone for joining me. Huge shout out to OC, Daniel, Ken, and Irving Hart. Oh, wait a minute. Joe.
Oh, Timmy, you can end the stream. I just gotta ask you like a quick question.
Yeah, okay. And also huge shout out for Joe for hopping on the live stream here at the end. Take care, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Much love.